Hey, before this video starts, I just want to say there is a lot of swearing and SA allegations, and if you don't like that, you can click off this video because it's not for you. Just a heads up, enjoy. Okay, so let me set you the scene. It's 2016, you're on Twitch, and then in your recommended area, you see a Twitch channel by the name of PiqaRL. You think he's a normal streamer, you click on him, you enjoy what he does, and then you follow him. Well, that's what happened for many people, as he has gained over 8,000 followers on TikTok, 16.3k followers on Twitch, and 123.4k views on Twitch as well. During his early times while streaming, he has been, a streamer you could really enjoy. His methods were fun, he was entertaining, and whilst he had college, everything was normal and he was decently doing well on Twitch at those times. However, during November 2019, darkness would erupt for Pika. A Twitter thread would be made by Barksy that would tell a story of his friends by the name of Iggy and Fisco, who had been manipulated and was involved in an account of pedophilia by Pika himself. On one of the Twitter threads, it shows a countless of screenshots and would state, at the beginning, it was just fine with them, just being friends, but further along, it started to get weird. Spook started to be openly horny towards Fisco, just mentioning sex out of nowhere. During this time, he didn't really know Fisco's age. A day later, Spook proceeds to ask Fisco's age, mentioning another friend of ours who is also minor. Spook mentions that he finds it hard to stay PG around our friend Lily because of the art she draws, mentioning that 13 is just prison age. This is when it gets worse. On the exact same day as finding out Fisco's age, Spook proceeds to do this in simple RP they had, which made Fisco uncomfortable. And with the screenshots above, you can see the disgust within the 19-year-old German teenager taking manipulation towards a 14-year-old teenager, which shows pedophilia against them and others. As I don't really want to go into full depth on what happened to Barksy's thread, but if you do want to check it out, it is in the description because I don't really want to go full into depth into just one thread, making this a 20-minute video just focusing on one thread. But basically, he was asking for Fisco's cum pictures. From this, you can tell what a type of guy Pika really is and how disgusting his mind is. However, his story doesn't end. You may think, oh, maybe he learned his lesson. No, he didn't. This is because a similar thing would take place on Barksy's Twitter once again. However, on the 15th of October 2021, he created a thread of Pika emotionally manipulating his friend Iggy. From the Twitter thread, you can see his mods trying to protect him that he has changed within 2-3 years of this happening, but he hasn't really changed. Like, his mods can be protective, but no, he can't change. This can be seen as Barksy makes another thread of Iggy saying Iggy is someone who was affected by Pika, who was slowly making Iggy uncomfortable by trying to get them to accept Pika's love. Iggy has a girlfriend who are very happy with, something Pika knew. And on the original thread that you can see, there are multiple screenshots of the entire conversation to general descent on Iggy becoming uncomfortable and feeling severely manipulated. Nothing much happens, but I feel like this is around the turning point. On the photos above, you see the entire conversation of Iggy mentioning once again that they are taken and really do not want to be kissed by someone they aren't attached to emotionally. The weirdest part is the mention of Pika having someone in real life, but they still insist on kissing Iggy. To comment on this, Barksy says this feels like emotional manipulation, but I'm even confused. All I know is it still doesn't feel right nonetheless. You may think that Visco and Iggy are the only two that have been affected by this, but no. There is another post by Barksy which shows a part 2 of another person who has been recently affected by the name Shay, as he emotionally manipulates Shay by constantly belittling themselves, avoiding the main subject. This is very similar to Iggy, as Shay is in a relationship and they feel as if Pika is constantly breaching their comfort in attempts to do what Pika wants. However, Barksy doesn't have much to show, as she doesn't have a Google Drive document for everything from chronological order. From the photos above, you can see Pika being racist and doing sexist remarks on Twitter, which probably mains him and puts him into the reason why he is currently banned on Twitter to this day. Hey, just a little side note, I am no pussy. This guy's just been weird and awfully fucked. Honestly, I feel like he's just ruined his whole career. I don't feel like he's done the right thing by being racist and being sexist as well. And also the fact he is becoming a fucking nonce is honestly disgusting. And of course, the times you think he is done. In 2022, he did not stop. So, as the Ukraine and Russia war has begun, Pika has decided to do something no one has ever tried to do, because it's honestly fucked up what he fucking done. Pretty much, a thread by Veed shows, I've seen some shit in this community, but recently, but PiqaRL is out here pretending to be Ukrainian, telling his viewers his house has been blown up, etc. All as one big joke, sympathy vote, and ultimately just a fuck you to every Ukrainian going through this shit right now. What the fuck?
But yeah guys, I'm gonna be back in a moment. AK Pika's gonna be back in a moment. I'm not gonna be back. Barksy has to deal with Ukrainian crisis. So I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna end stream and Pika's gonna be here in a minute. Okay? Okay. Barksy says, hope you enjoyed the stream. Barksy is gonna be gone, but Pika's gonna take over for 3 hours probably. So I'm gonna see you guys maybe one day again, if Pika lets me on the show again.
This could show how stupid and how fucked he is in his brain. He may be, what, 21, 22. He's still fucking stupid. Like, why would he joke about some shit like that? If there's families and lives getting out of the, getting fucked over just like that. I personally feel like he shouldn't have a reputation on Twitch or anywhere ever again.